Welcome to another episode of Living Fire. Subscribe now so you never miss out on any of our latest uploads. Let's get into the video. Household debt in the U.S. was a record $15.8 trillion for the first quarter of 2022, which is a lot of debt. If you stacked that amount of debt in $1 bills, it would reach all the way to the moon and back, more than 2 times over. So how do we bring back that stack of debt down to earth? The simplest answer is often the hardest to implement, and it's no different here. Cut expenses and use the money to pay off debt. The trick is to do so without impacting your way of life too much while doing so. Number 1, trendy fashion. The problem with fashion nowadays is that there is too much of it, and everybody wants a piece of it. The cost of fast fashion is nonsensical and increasing unethical production, destroying the planet. These items may seem affordable at first, but anyone with a calculator can tell you that paying $50 for a shirt that will last you 5 years is, in the end, cheaper than buying a shirt for $15 that will only last you 1 year. Having a wardrobe that needs purging of trendy fashion with each season change can cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Trends come and go, and if you want to save money, you need to steer clear of it. Number 2, that vehicle you can't afford. The Ford F-Series is the best-selling truck in America and has been for the last 40-odd consecutive years, selling 26 million since 1977. Enough trucks to circle the earth more than 3 times. Sure, it is nice to drive a fancy vehicle and have that tray out the back for all your shopping, but at what cost? Well, a brand new F-150 model starts at a cost of $30,000 US, and it can go as high as $70,000, and that's without custom fittings. So if you're not a tradesman, contractor, farmhand, or any other of the numerous professions that require such a machine for work, and you're barely scraping the money together each month to pay for it, is it really worth it? Number 3, reevaluate your subscriptions. Most people have monthly subscriptions for cable TV or streaming services, internet, cell phones, publications, weight loss programs, you name it. Once you set one up, you likely don't think about it much, yet the money comes out of your account every month. Now is the time to take a close look. So ask yourself, how much do I use this? Do I really need this? Can I live without this? When you cancel the subscription, go through your email and unsubscribe to newsletters or regular advertisements that come from that source. Don't pass on unsubscribing to something because they make it hard or it seems like a small expense that's not worth the trouble to get rid of it. Think of cutting expenses as death to debt by 1,000 cuts, not one big blow. Number 4, reduce electricity use. You have to heat or cool your home. You need power for lights and your other appliances, but there are many other ways to lower your utility bills. Electricity costs account for about 12% of the average household budget. Some things you can do to cut those expenses are immediate. Don't leave the computer running. Don't run the dishwasher without a full load. Hang out the laundry instead of running the dryer. Turn down the thermostat. Shop around to see if there are utility providers that offer lower rates, particularly for fuel. Other steps are almost as easy, but take a trip to the hardware store. Change to energy-efficient light bulbs. Install a programmable thermostat. Many electricity providers link to users' accounts to show how to cut costs. Other saving methods involve an upfront expense, but will save money in the long run. So make sure you buy Energy Star appliances and update your water heater. Changing your heating and cooling system can help both your bills and the environment. Making major utility changes can be expensive, but check your state government website. Many have programs that help consumers switch to more efficient heating systems. For example, Maine has a program that offers a $1,000 rebate to homeowners with oil heat to switch to a heat pump, and even offers a low-interest loan program to finance the cost. Number 5, lower your housing expenses. One of your biggest expenses is likely housing. People whose income is below $50,000 a year spend an average of 36.6% or more of your income on housing. This is above the rule of thumb, the 30% recommended by financial experts. Lenders, when considering mortgage applications, like to see someone spend about 28% of their pre-tax income on housing. Reducing housing expenses may seem like a nuclear option, but it is something worth considering, and there are ways to downsize that may be easier than you think. Renters have many options to save money on rent. Here are some of them. Get a roommate. Give up a paid parking space. Offer to do repairs yourself for a break in the rent. Move to a cheaper apartment or even a cheaper area of your region or the country. Options for those who own a home include Refinancing to get a lower interest rate and lower your monthly mortgage payment. Remove private mortgage insurance. If you bought your house with less than 20% down payment, PMI is required. So once you have 20% equity, it's removed. Even if you haven't paid your mortgage down that much, check the home values in your area. If they've risen, so has the value of your home. If the value is high enough that you have 20% equity, you may ask your lender to cancel your PMI, and they must comply. Sell your home and consider renting one instead. The advantages of renting a house include lower upfront costs, like taxes, insurance, maintenance, and more. Rent out your home, or a portion of it, as a short-term rental. And with that, we've reached the end of this video, all about 5 things you can cut from your budget. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this.